Hey YouTube, long time no see. I just wanted to pop in and show you that I grew a watermelon for the first time. I actually just threw it in the compost pile, and that's where the best of my plants are growing right now, is where I dump all of the goat poop and pine shavings and everything that I get when I clean out their house. And last year I put one green pumpkin, I don't know how to pronounce it, like Jaredol or something like that. One big green squash pumpkin, or green blue. And that one plant got giant and produced like 10 pumpkins. So this year I took some of the seeds that we had saved and just planted a ton. I think there's like 10 plants in that one compost pile. And I have a pumpkin monster growing out there. There are at least 15 like pumpkins on it already, and they're not ready yet, but I put a watermelon right in the middle, and this is a sugar baby watermelon, and I don't know if it's ready yet because I've never grown watermelon before, but we're gonna find out if this thing is ready, and we're gonna find that out together. And we're gonna taste it, see what it tastes like, because I've already picked it. The tendrils that grow right near the stem of the watermelon turn brown, and they had turned brown, and it sounds, I mean, like you knock on the ones in the store. I'm not quite sure what you're listening for. I think just for it to sound like it's full of water, which I've been knocking on it for a few weeks to see if it's ready. It hasn't really changed size. I know that these stay small, but I've never had one, never grew one, so we're gonna cut it open and see what it looks like. It's juicy, but I can't tell if it's okay. So I don't think it was quite ready because it's not super red. So the vine lied to me. We're gonna try it anyway. It had been on the vine for way longer than the growing time had said it was supposed to be, so I had just assumed. I know I'm probably gonna be disappointed, but I can say at least that I grew a watermelon, right? Okay. It's surprisingly sweet to not be ripe. Like, I know it's not ripe, but it's still sweet. It's still edible. It's mild. But I'll eat it anyway because I grew this, so that's exciting. I'm gonna definitely try to grow more melons in the future. Maybe not watermelons. I know that there's more prolific types of melons. I feel like we don't have a short growing season, but we don't have like a super long growing season either, compared to people further south, and we're in zone 6B, so I think like a smaller watermelon or a smaller melon would grow better, and it would give it more time to become ripe. So if you have any suggestions for small, like sweet melons that are like highly prolific, let me know. I'm still gonna eat this because it's still good. I also want to say hello and thank you to, I actually have quite a few new subscribers over the last several months when I haven't been posting, and I want to apologize for that because I've been going through some really big life changes and losses and just a lot of just not fun stuff, but I really want to start doing this again. I want to update you guys on the goats because the last time that I recorded this, or a vlog, I only had the 4 girls and then Bubby, And then springtime came along and they had babies. And here's Bubby. I brought this watermelon around out here to give them a little snack. Oh no, you don't want it? You just want to be a brat? Okay. Alright, girls. So anyway, ended up with, I think, 7 babies in total. And kept 2 girls. One was a bottle baby. Her name is Sweet Bee. Her name is Beulah. And it's Sarge's, one of Sarge's triplets right here. Come here, Sweet Bee. And she is spoiled rotten. Here is one of the pumpkin volunteers that the goats planted for me from their goat snacks last year. This is Mary. This is one of the little babies that I kept. And this is Sweet Bee. And Mary is Bowie's, one of Bowie's twins. You want a bite? No. Sarge, are you gonna get all of it? Are you gonna get all of that? Hey Mary, you want to try a bite? Sweet Bee? Come here. Where's the other ones? Penny is over there in the house. Here's my raspberry monster. Just growing wild and crazy. Oh, here's Nova. Nova? You want to buy watermelon? Oh, yeah. Come here, Penny. Come on. Let Penny get a bite. No, you gonna eat it all? Okay. Uh-oh, you dropped it. You good, Sarge. Want another bite? Bowie, you want a bite? Nova's just gonna eat it all. Alright, let's throw the rest of the rooster. So here it is. Here is the pumpkin monster. And let's see if I can show you some pumpkins that are in there. There's one. There's several. It's definitely gonna reach the goats. Hey, Bubby. There's a bunch. These pumpkins make amazing pumpkin pie. You cut them in half, scoop the seeds out, bake them, and then puree the pumpkin. And just make your pumpkin pie like you normally would, and it's delicious. Here is, oh, I stepped on vine, a big one. You can see the watermelon leaves in there. I planted 2 plants, but that one watermelon was the only one that made it. Hey, Bowie. So here is some of the things that I've been getting out of the garden the last couple of days. My tomatoes are sick with some sort of fungus. I don't think it's blight, but a lot of them have these spots on them. And these cherry tomatoes are delicious. And tomatillos. And some corn that I was testing out because it looks to be ready. I'm gonna open that up. I kind of want to make some like roasted corn and tomatillo salsa. I think that would be good. Eggs, obviously. And just an insane amount of squash. This is nothing. A lot of it's already been processed or turned into bread or muffins. Got acorn squash, and this one apparently got too ripe. I'm gonna cut it open and see what's going on in there. See if I can make anything with it too. And yeah, so the rest of the garden season is going to be battling whatever disease has struck the tomatoes, and kind of is on the peppers too. We've had a really wet summer, and I did plant them a little bit close together, but also wasn't keeping up with the weeds, and it's just been, you know how it gets crazy whenever summertime rolls around and there's everything that has to be done, and it's extremely hot and just rains every other day, so got to pull up all the beans and try to replant the beans. I'm going to finish pulling up the potatoes. Oh, duh, potatoes. Hang on. Potatoes. So many potatoes. That's only like not even a third of the potatoes that I have to pull up. And since we have about 90-ish days until our scheduled first frost, I'm going to try to replant potatoes. I found some seed potatoes on clearance at Tractor Supply. They were like $1.50 a bag. And a lot of them are like the blue-purple potatoes, which I've never grown before, but I want to, obviously, because who wouldn't want to grow a blue potato? But what I've been doing with these potatoes is I've been cutting them into cubes and blanching them, and then freezing them with peppers and onions and making like a potato hash, and you just throw it in a skillet with whatever you want. You can use bacon, you can use steak, you can use sausage, you can put it in casseroles, you can eat it by itself. We usually just put sour cream and hot sauce on it. You can put it in a burrito. I mean, use it for whatever, but I've been doing a lot of that. I'll probably freeze a whole lot more, but I think I'm gonna try french fries, to freeze some french fries, and maybe can, and maybe try to dehydrate some potatoes, because I know that you can make like instant mashed potatoes maybe once you I think, I'm not sure. In theory, it sounds like you could make instant mashed potatoes with a dehydrator, so that would be something really fun to try. But yeah, that's what's been going on, and I'm gonna try to keep giving you guys updates, maybe weekly. I'm really enjoying those shorts, like the YouTube shorts that everybody's been uploading. They're kind of like little TikToks, so I've been playing around with that, and you'll probably see a whole lot of those. But I'll try to give you guys an update on the garden and the critters. That seems to be my most popular videos, is the critters, specifically the hatching of the chickens or the geese, which I didn't do this year. I really wanted to, but with the goats being born, and then I lost both my grandparents at the beginning of the year, and so I didn't get to hatch out anything. But I would still really I love using the incubator and just creating life and watching it grow and taking care of it. So I thought about quail, but I'm just not set up for that or ready to have another animal here like that. I thought about ducks, or, you know, turkeys. I don't know. But maybe just some chickens. But you know, when you hatch chickens, you end up with half or more than half roosters, and that's what happened a couple years ago. And that's why we had the chicken butchering. My plan, though, for the future is to get some meat chickens and build a meat chicken tractor and do some more processing videos and try to get some, you know, meat in the freezer and stuff like that. I really want to do that. That's on my project list for fall. So, to at least get the chicken tractor built for next spring. I'd love to get it done before the end of the season. It's not going to happen, though, with how crazy everything's been. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys an update on everything, and hope you're doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. One more thing, one more question before I go. Do you guys salt your watermelon? Is that like just a southern thing? I like salt on my watermelon, not all the time. But since this one's not like super ripe or anything, it's juicy though. Definitely makes it better. That's how I'll be eating this one. Anyway, let me know in the comments, do you salt your watermelon? This poor sad little almost ripe watermelon. Alright guys, see ya.